watching a commercial and all of a sudden a flash comes across the screen. And you ask yourself, did I just see that? Did you even see that at all? Was it even something? My name is Yesenia Valencia, and I've been a consumer for all my life. Until I realized that certain companies have an influence on the way I purchase products, or the influence on how I purchase products, or even what I buy. Subliminal messages have been used since the early 1950s. What a subliminal message actually is a message that triggers the subconscious or the sleeping part of your mind. The reason why these messages trigger the subconscious part of our mind is because our conscious part of our mind, which is the awake part, is too busy focusing on everything else around us. It's focusing on the sights, it's focusing on the sounds of things that are going on. And our subconscious mind is actually working, but it's not as awake as our conscious mind. Subliminal messages have been around since early 1950s, and they were a big hit in particular movie theaters and drive-ins. Imagine yourself sitting in the movie theater. You feel thirsty, but you're going to hold off on going to the concession stand because you're going to watch some trailers. And all of a sudden, a commercial for an ice-cold Pepsi comes out. You see the flash. You're not really sure what it was. Then you go to the concession stand. You were initially going to buy a cup of water or a bottle of water. But now you're at the concession stand and the only thing you feel like drinking is an ice-cold Coke. That's the work of a subliminal message. A subliminal message can't make you thirsty, but what the subliminal message can do is influence the way you react or how you quench the thirst. Have you ever noticed that you're feeling kind of, oh, I want a Lipton iced tea? Well, the reason why Lipton iced tea and Coke have been mentioned is because they're one of many companies or popular companies that use subliminal messages. Some social psychologists believe that the only reason why these subliminal messages are able to be effective is because they work on products that consumers are familiar with, or that consumers are most likely to use, or that consumers use on a day-to-day basis. According to an article on the BBC website, psychologists have agreed that flashing words too quickly for the conscious mind to register have been proved effective to have some lasting effects in their lab. Could these types of subliminal messages actually be real? Well, some subliminal messages that many moviegoers believe to have been placed are in Disney films. Disney, according to a lot of moviegoers and a lot of websites, Disney has been famous for having subliminal messages in their films, and not just for product placement. Primarily, the conspiracy theories are, or should I say, what Disney considers these to be as conspiracy theories, have been primarily targeted for their sexualness. Movies such as The Lion King, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Rescuers, The Little Mermaid, some Mickey and Minnie Mouse films have been known to have some sort of sexual subliminal message hidden in between them. And of course, Disney, being the multi-million-dollar mogul that they are, have been able to come up with reasons as to why these are not subliminal messages. But there has been one film that Disney was not able to disprove as just a conspiracy theory. And this film is The Rescuers. Now, there is a scene where, and it goes by so fast that if you blink, you'll miss it. The rescuers are sliding down an apartment, sliding down in the air, and they pass through an apartment building. And what's happening is, in one of the windows, there's a Playboy Playmate. And she's topless, hands behind her head like this, right in the window. And Disney was not able to disprove the fact that this was actually in there because it was. And because it was in there, Disney had to recall over 2.3 million VHS tapes and movie reels because of this scene that was in there. So many believe, well, if this was actually real, how can Disney deny the rest of these subliminal messages that were in there? These hidden messages can be anywhere, in car logos, food labels, hidden in ice cubes, in commercials. So the next time you're watching a movie and you see a quick little lightning and you suddenly have the urge for an ice cold Coke, or maybe you're watching The Lion King and you have this certain urge to ravish your partner. Ask yourself, was this the working of a subliminal message, or am I just feeling frisky? Thank you.